Joining us now is David Reece of the National Sales Network. I call him my hashtag ultimate networking strategist. What's unique about David is that even though he has spent countless years in sales, you never see the sales pitch coming. Thanks so much, David, for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Jacqueline. I am super excited to be here. I've met you and you've done great work, and I thank you for the opportunity.
Well, you've done great work. And that's why I wanted you on, is because people need to understand networking better. And I really have not met anyone who has been able to network the way you have. And David, when this pandemic hit, the sales teams across the board struggled to connect with potential clients, and many still do. So what do you recommend to people as a way to connect with others? Like, where are you finding leads?
Okay, well, let me answer the question straightforward. The way to do things in this case is utilizing social media, going back to the old fashioned picking up the phone and calling people, and then maybe sending an email now and then to let everybody know what's going on. What I did differently though during this pandemic was I was not calling my clients to try to sell them anything. What I did was I went to find out how they were doing. My argument in networking, it's almost like sales, like real estate, location, location, location. Well, in networking, the content is relationship, relationship, relationship. And you set that same posture. You don't call people when you need them. You call people when you're caring, when you're thinking about them. Give them a call. I love LinkedIn, for example, as one of my social media platforms, because every year I'm going to call you at least twice. One, to congratulate you on your anniversary and your birthday. And with that, I take advantage of that to just say, hey, I'm not calling you for anything. How was your birthday? Or how's that work going? And then try to set up a calendar event with them. Just say, hey, we need to catch up. Half an hour, 45 minutes. Most people can always carve out some time when they haven't talked to somebody in a little while. And I use that same concept even in my networking as well as in my environment that I'm currently working in.
So can you tell us a little bit about the National Sales Network?
Yes, I can. The National Sales Network is an organization based out of Atlanta. We have about 35 chapters nationwide, and the main purpose is to help our salespeople become better salespeople. A lot of salespeople don't know all the tricks, as some people would say, well, I never saw the sales pitch coming. And it's more or less understanding that we really are not selling, we're learning, we're educating. And so don't get caught up in the hype of sales. You know, people get nervous. I don't know how to sell. No, we're not asking you to sell, okay? We're asking you to learn how to use the techniques and the skill set. Not everybody can be an introvert or extrovert and an introvert. I'm an introvert by life standards. I became an extrovert because of the fact that I learned how to network and I learned how to have that alter ego so that I can sit behind. And I use that skill set to help me better understand people in general.
And I tell you what, it's something that people notice because, number one, when I say that David is the ultimate networking strategist, there are few, I mean, it doesn't take long in the circles that on LinkedIn in particular, and I meet new clients, and I tell you what, David's name has come up so many times. Oh yeah, and I'm like, tell me, David Reece? They're like, David Reece, and it just has come up over and over again. And you're just an everywhere person. And the reason why I say people notice is because you are not only networking, but people are asking you to be on their board. When you become a board member, how does that affect you as far as networking, and what makes a good board member anyway?
Okay, well, good question. So when I join a board, I'm looking to meet new people. I'm not looking to do business. I'm not looking to generate any outside stuff. I want to meet people. I want to understand who you are, because your relationship can cater to another relationship and friendship, and who knows what happens. But the good news is that you feel good about yourself. For me, it's a good feeling thing. And I love to do that. And so I find boards that I sit on, like even now with the National Sales Network. I'm passionate about helping our salespeople. I'm on the board for the what's called Neighbors Helping Neighbors, Neighbors for Neighbors. Neighbors for Neighbors is an excellent organization. And again, I got involved with that because I went through Hurricane Andrew. And my family was a little family at that time they were young. And so I went through that process, watching that hurricane and doing the damage that it did. And coming up next year in 2020, it'll be 30 years of Hurricane Andrew. So I join organizations that I'm passionate about, one, and then two, looking to build a relationship. And that's basically it. And I think when you see that passion, that's what makes the difference. People feel that concern, that effort that you're putting forth. And once that is resonated, it just takes off from there.
I want to talk to you a little bit also. This is something I always tell David. I said, people will pay you to network for them. I mean, he's always connecting the people he meets with others. And so talk about how being a matchmaker benefits you as well.
And like I said, I feel good matchmaking. I don't go out with the intent of doing it. And like you said, it comes out naturally. Zach, I'm blushing even as you're saying this about me. I just do it because I love it. I like doing what I'm doing. And my wife teases me. She says, you have a gift from God. I can listen to people talk and I can already start networking them together. Oh, you need to be in contact with this person. You need to meet that person. And all of a sudden I'm doing the you need to meet email. Hey, you need to meet Denise Jordan, or you need to meet Jacqueline Jimenez. And that's how things get started for me. I just sit down and then I love to see the plan come together. That's my engineering background. Coming out saying, "Ooh, watch the dots get connected, and then watch the business grow." And then I just smile, And most of the things I get from it, like you said, I should get paid.
You should get paid for it.
People pay me.
I know
people pay me by giving me the lunch.
They
take me to lunch.
Network for them. Oh my goodness!
They take me to lunch.
It's just something that you do so well. So David, how can people connect with you? I know they can connect with you on LinkedIn. I don't know, can they reach you through the National Sales Network? How can people contact you?
Well, I would rather you just contact me directly. I have no shame in my game. My name, David Reece, R-E-E-C-E. My phone number, 954-658-2196. I'll give you my personal email, David N. Reece, R-E-E-C-E, and that's at email.com, not Gmail, email.com. So that way, that's the fastest way to get me. I am very responsive. If I can't take your call, it will go to my voicemail. Eventually, I will get back to you, but please be patient. I am a busy guy and I do have to work for a living.
Well, if you want to call it that, it just sounds like you're having so much fun every time I've seen you and you're out doing your job, but you do it so well and so seamlessly that it really is a gift. So David, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us some of your insight.
Thank you very, very much. And Jacqueline, I would be amiss if I don't promote your book. It's your book that got me motivated. So I thank you, how to get those networking stories out there. I think storytelling is critical. So thank you, Jacqueline, for kind of kicking my butt a little bit to get me motivated in that space. Again,
well,
thank you.
I'll take that. And my book is How to Get Television News Coverage. It's easier than you might think. So thank you so much. We'll be right back.